What's good, fam? This is Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. Heal the nation. One love, one family, one unity. Ma'at, Hotep, tough love, and common sense. I'm coming back to you with high and low frequency Christians. I've been running into a lot of this bullshit lately. These double standard having, two-step making, backstabbing Christians. Now, like I always say in my little disclaimer, if the shit don't apply, let it fly. And if it strike a nerve, then it must be something you heard in there that apply to you. So, either way, fuck you. But yeah, heal the nation. Eliminate and identify these low frequency motherfucking Christians. Because that is the evil that Esau do with these low level, low vibrating Christians who stay stuck up in the church or stuck up on a soapbox preaching and reteaching the same old bullshit, and they really haven't gotten anywhere much in life, and they stay up in the middle of all kind of shit all the time. And most of us, or I should say a lot of us, I shouldn't say most of us because somebody gonna pick that shit apart too. A lot of us have been raised by some of these low frequency ass Christians. I'm one of them. And they seem to be able to carry on a generational double standard and implant and infect the future generations with dysfunction so deep till they do it and been doing it so much they don't even realize this shit is abnormal and it's some hybrid shit. Now, I'm gonna get on the low frequency Christians that stay stuck up in the church and they do the bare minimum to ease their conscience of the guilt they feel for not reaching out and touching people and really truly paying it forward and doing an act of kindness, love, and unconditional support to thy fellow neighbor without expecting the motherfucking return or throwing the shit back up in your face or testifying in church about it on Sunday. Now, I'm just wondering if these low frequency Christians are so blessed and holy and well rounded, why is it that they only come around you when they might see a little controversy going on, or they see you might be slightly in a less fortunate situation than them? And why is it that they seem to be some opportunistic motherfuckers? I'm just asking a question. So see if the family is with me on this, and if I'm the only one who's observed this over a period of time with analyzing these low frequency Christians. Because, you know, people go to church for different reasons. People worship and do their thing spiritually under the umbrella of Christianity for different purposes. But I'm just wondering, that particular thing, when there's controversy or you might be going through a low point in your life or a little bit bad off temporarily in your situation, them the very ones that poke their motherfucking head out and think that, for one, you don't have the same direct connection to the creator that they do, and they feel like they got to translate the message for you that comes from the universe. I'm like this: if the higher power can send you a message to tell me, then I don't need a goddamn translator, because I got the same connection you do, and I know how to get a prayer through just like you. I'm just saying. The next thing is, with these low frequency Christians, you don't hardly ever, on one end of the spectrum, you don't hardly ever hear them talk about their own misfortunes. You don't hardly ever hear them discussing their clandestine, cloak and dagger, two-faced, manipulating, instigating shit. You notice that? They don't never say how they got into the shit they got into, in which they need prayer for in the prayer line every goddamn Sunday. They need the pastor to lay hands, and they need prayer, and they got to testify every Sunday about the same thing. And on the other end of the spectrum, it's these ones that always have something to say. Got a scripture and a verse and a chapter for every goddamn thing. And and when you read the shit and look at it and study it for yourself, it really don't apply to what the fuck you really going through, and they can prophesy and prophesy over you, and it's just not even hitting on shit. And when you go back to verify with them their message that they trying to help you with, all they have to say is, well, we just have to pray about it. All the while, they on channel 2, 7, 9, and 11 spreading your shit all over the church in the neighborhood. I call them bench warming Christians. They don't never do shit to help nobody else. They always got the goddamn hand out, hands open and mouth open, talking, ready to receive, but don't do shit. Or always got an excuse why they got to cancel at the last minute. Just, things I've been observing and looking at and have been curious about over the years with different types of Christians that I have met and dealt with over the years. So, with the high frequency Christians, pretty much it's self-explanatory. They out and about really trying to touch lives and make a difference and heal the community and change things and move things and get things happening, to get people to open up, communicate, learn from one another, as well as grow themselves. And they're always in a forward motion type of situation. They always moving around. They always got some positive energy flowing. They always have a positive affirmation to tell you. And it's not always based on one book or out of a particular section of that one book. And if they can't help you, they're going to send you to somebody or somewhere that you can receive help from. Those are what I have noticed as high frequency Christians. And they don't really stay stuck up in the church talking to and about their fellow churchgoers. They don't have time because they either working, innovating, or creating some type of energy to where it could assist and aid one of their fellow members of society. They don't just keep it in a bubble within the one building or four walls of the church. Are very resourceful, problem solvers, critical thinkers, educated, self-educated, as well as formally educated. Some of them are not formally educated and they're self-educated and they know more than the motherfucking formally educated theologians that's up in the motherfucking pulpit. So, yeah, those are just a few things about the two different types of Christians who, you know, I've noticed are very familiar with and common low and high frequency Christians. Also, these faceless fucking Christians who, you know, the congregation is always praying for, and don't nobody hardly ever see these motherfuckers. Yet they got their hand, somehow, they got their hand in everything like Big Brother and shit. And they know about everything. They attend every event, even if the event don't got shit to do with them and they not connected to it in any kind of way, shape, or form. They just got to be there. And that's the only one rare occasion that you see them. And they there, scoping and checking out shit. Almost as if they like the eyes, ears, nose, and throat of a different entity. Almost like a plant or an agent or a motherfucking spy. But they don't never be there on Sunday. Why is that? I'm just wondering. It's low frequency Christian. And then it's the ones that always need a goddamn wing person. You know, they trolling around the church. Or rarely go to church, but they trolling around. And they have a wing person, you know. The man or woman sitting next to the man or woman who they send to do their damn dirty work, interrogation, and line of questioning to someone who they might be curious about, a new member or a visitor or somebody who, you know, might have a few controversial issues going on in their life, instead of going directly to the individual in question. Them some low frequency motherfuckers too. And I'm like this, you know, if y'all so holy and these Christians is so highly spiritual and loving and unconditionally concerned, how come it's only certain damn times that you poke your head out to say shit, and then you really don't never really have nothing positive to say or add to the situation? It's always either a bunch of questions, some real fucked up comments that you don't really know what that, you know, you trying to read between the lines and figure out, was that nice, was that nasty, or was that nice nasty? And you're trying to figure out how many other fuckers is behind you wanting to know the same shit. Then did somebody else send you, or are you really, truly, honestly concerned? This is just a few things I've been wondering about and asking myself over the years about this type of low frequency hybrid ass Christian. So, once again, family, we must identify and eliminate the low frequency ass hybrid ass Christians. Them the ones for when the revolution jump off, you might have to put them fuckers down first and put them to sleep. You feel me? Because they get caught up in this low frequency bullshit, juvenile elementary type gossip and drama bullshit. And it's okay for them to step on your side of the fence and try to water your goddamn grass and sweep around your motherfucking front door. But when you flip the script and turn the tables and take that coin and flip it over on them, they don't understand. Then they lost all of a sudden. They don't understand why you coming to them with the way you coming to them, why you shutting their asses down and checking them and putting them back down a couple notches so you can have some damn peace and tranquility and try to figure out your own issues for yourself first before you allow one of them to come in and pray for you and incantate over you some bullshit that just is more confusing and add to the bullshit versus helping the situation. So, there's just a few things I was thinking about. I wanted to see if the family was with me on those few little things, you know, how the queen do. I be analyzing shit. And what's really, the wing person is one that really fucks with me. It's really, it tickles me. Because they go on a fishing expedition and shit, but they not brave enough to come directly to you. They them faceless motherfuckers who would be like, you know, it's been said type shit. You know? Or I've noticed along with a few other sistering or brethren. You feel me? Why can't that motherfucker or them motherfuckers come forward to you and bring it to you? Because the Bible say, if I remember correctly, if you have an ought with your brother, take it to him. Or if one is in need of counsel, bring it before the elders. You know, that's not verbatim, but I know what the fuck it say. And I'm not a regurgitator of the scripture. I can't quote it verse in scripture with the numbers and all that, but I know. I studied it, I read it. But that's what it say. So, why can't they do that and follow the word? And why do they have to take the scripture out of context and use it as a motherfucking weapon, as leverage like they in court and cross-examining your motherfucking ass the minute you say or do something that they don't motherfucking like? I want to know who made them the appropriateness police. Who said that I have to follow your belief system in order to know my right from my wrong and have morals, values, and self-respect and dignity? I don't need that shit to tell me what's right from wrong. That's not my moral compass of what goes on in that church and who say what over the motherfucking pulpit. Who made these low-frequency ass Christians the moral and the appropriate police? That's all I want to know. I want to see where it is stated in the Bible that the Christian is to police and correct and redirect and reprogram me on the morals that I know to be right versus the way they want to deliver what they feel is appropriate or politically correct. I'm just curious. So family, help me out. You know what to do. Hit me up. And I'm going to leave it right there for now. And I'm coming back to you. I promise, brothers, with the dysfunction of the mother and the son relationship, we going to identify Esau in that motherfucker too. I'm coming. Queen been a little busy though. I ain't forgot about you. But help me out. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about these high and low motherfucking frequency goddamn hybrid ass Christians. Let me know. And I'll holler at you later. Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. Peace out. One love, one unity, one tribe. My goddamn it.